Om Sri Mata Saranam Mama. Om Sri Aurobindo Saranam Mama. Here, welcome all of you. Very interesting day. That Dasara is gone. Today we are casting the wooden goddess. Once we promised through Durga Tatra, when we possessed, you shall no longer cast the away. We possessed, I don't know what we have possessed, but we are casting it right now. This is a Thursday. We don't prefer normally to celebrate this ceremony today, this Bhasani. But administration is having strict observation. You have to finish up everything by night 12. And here you can find the extreme rainy position. Rain is pouring like anything due to this cyclone or low pressure, something like that. Till then, they have to go. There is no other option. For them, actually, this world was actually in a smiling mood. It was rejoicing like anything, dancing like a just imagine thunder. It was there, dancing like a peacock. But now itself, everything is calm and quiet. You can't listen any microphone sound, nor there is chance, because there is only thunder and thunder and thunder all around. So here we are going to Ashram, going to discuss in brief on Ashram life. Here in the course, this ashram has been created with another object than that ordinarily common to such institution. Many ashrams have been built up, constructed. It is not the present condition. Some time memorial it has been constructed, but their purpose, our purpose, it is totally different. Not for the renunciation of the world. That was the purpose. You have to renounce the world. You don't have to keep relation with all. You don't have to make the samsara, and you have to go in quest of the God. And the world, the center and the field of practice for the evolution of the another kind and the form of life. Evolution of the another kind and another form of life. That is the object. That is the aim of our ashram. What has been created in Pondicherry, Sri Aurobindo Ashram. That's what on that only, of that only we speak of, which would in the final end be moved by a higher spiritual consciousness. This is the purpose. Evolution of another kind and the form of life. In the end, it will be moved by the spiritual consciousness and embody the greater life of the spirit. Embody a greater life, and it will be moved by the higher spiritual consciousness. That is the objective. This is not an ashram like others. The members are not sannyasis. Sought to make the nyasa of sannyasa means you have to keep the truth. That is what. But actually, perfect. This is not the purpose. Our purpose is not to be a sannyasi. It is not a moksha or nirvana. That is the soul of the yoga here. So we don't have to become sannyasi, and the moksha and the nirvana is not the object. That was for them, those who were following the Buddhist culture. So what is being done here is the preparation for work, karma yoga. That has been, it is integral yoga. Integral, it includes everything. So karma is given the importance, work which will be founded on yogic consciousness and yoga shakti. Yogic consciousness and yoga shakti, that work, and there can be no other foundation. That is the true foundation. Work culture is developed. Karma yoga, it has got a better value. So for that, actually, this preparation of work, it is being done. So for us, moksha, not moksha nirvana, or nor becoming the sannyasi is the object. That is what we place upon the karma. Again, we are going a little bit ahead. Sadhana in the sadhak in the ashram is expected to observe the following conditions. What are the conditions that the sadhaka must observe? He has to observe the following condition. Number one, all physical sexual relation and or connection, sexual relation or connection between sadhak and sadhika is absolutely forbidden and inadmissible in the ashram. No sex, you can't make or keep the sexual relationship, and it is forbidden in so far this ashram and the ashram premises, ashram life, and so far the ashramite are concerned. And the second, all vital relations with the sexual character, vital relations of the sexual character are ordinary to the sadhana, contrary to the sadhana. It is ordinary to the normal way of life. People are staying in the ordinary consciousness. But so far sadhana is concerned, it is all sort of vital relation and are contrary to this sadhana, and must always be given up. You have to give up. There is no other God. That is the definitely it is the condition and precondition. So those who wish to stay in the ashram and of course progress in yoga. For them, to stay away from the sexual relation among the sadhaka or sadhika is totally forbidden. That consciousness is not at all welcome here in this sadhana life. So again, you have to see even husband and wife, because now itself they are not allowed to stay in the ashram, but sometimes during World War, they were for the safety and security they were allowed to join the action on conditions, and so even a husband will understand wife must stop all conjugal relation and regard each other as the fellow sadhaka solely, and not as the husband wife. Once you join the ashram, you must know this is totally forbidden, even it is in case of the husband and wife couple. So it is not as a man or woman that the sadhaks are here. They have not come to continue. They have not continue to or to form a vital or physical sexual relation between themselves under any pretext but to practice yoga. So here you wear something, maybe your relation, it was a conjugal relation, you were couples, husband and wife, and once it was before joining, this relation existed before joining the ashram, and once you have joined the ashram, 100% it is forbidden. You have to maintain the sadhak and the sadhana yogic life. That is what. So mainly Sri Aurobindo and mother quotes, mother stresses upon this sexual relation. So again, mother quotes, the sadhaka forming vital relation with others under pretext of the psychic or spiritual relation is deceiving himself and violating the truth and breaking the rule of the yoga. So sometimes we try to deceive each other. We get deceived and we deceive others. We deceive others and simultaneously we get deceived. In the name of spiritual and psychic or spiritual relation, through the psychic and spiritual relation, we keep the sexual relation with maybe with others. So that is totally forbidden. It is contrary to the objects of the yoga. So you have to hear three conditions are there. This relation, deceiving himself, violating the truth, and the third, third is breaking the rule of the yoga. So it is totally forbidden. For the sake of your convenience, you must know it is for the ashram people who are staying there, and it is also same to you for who are doing the organizational work and progressing. That is there. No sadhaka should worship another sadhaka. Most of the time we feel and we find he is progressing better, he is far ahead, something like your you predict in your own thought and all. So you try to worship her because he is guru, I am their disciple, like this. Nothing is here because only guru and only and Bhagavan, God is Mother and Sri Aurobindo, nothing else. So no sadhaka should worship the another sadhaka or look on him as the embodied divine. Such movement are contrary to the sadhana and to the discipline of the ashram and create false movement. That was you must remember, false movement. Only under guidance of Mother and Sri Aurobindo you have to progress in sadhana. Suppose you feel they are in your convenience you are moving, that is a wrong idea. Don't worship the other sadhaka and or look on him as the embodied divine. And these are the contrary, these is gone contrary to the regulation, rules and regulation or discipline of the ashram. Again, Sri Aurobindo quotes, there are certain weaknesses of the Adhara. We can find some means vital natures and physical mind. There are naturally there are weaknesses and must be got rid of before you should think of joining the ashram. Because you are here to buy some fruits from the market. You have got your bag, but a bag is not in a proper state. There are big holes. It is this stitching has been open. So how can you get the, even if it is there, he will give you, but you can't keep. So like this in sadhaka, you have got some weaknesses of in the adhara, like physical mind and vital nature. That must be got rid of once you think of us joining ashrama. To practice yoga, the member of ashram is to push yourself to the center of the pressure. Lot of pressure will come, center of the pressure for transformation. So for that only you have to prepare center of pressure of transformation of the whole being, especially physical mind and the lower vital natures, that they must be ready for transformation. And your nervous parts are in present, your mind right now, present impurity, weaknesses, must not be able to bear. So for that actually you have to make the adhara ready, your base ready. For that actually these weaknesses must be transformed, or it must be thrown up. You must get rid of these weaknesses. So it is a repeated experience that who have been weaknesses are better outside the ashram, where they can slowly prepare and purify themselves. Suppose you are that much adamant, you are that much willing to do something, but you have got your weakness. Mostly are in the course, better to stay out and prepare slowly. But ashram is not a place. It is people are going vigorously. They have got their advance like their own speed. And mother and I are equal. Don't get confused. Mother and I are equal, and she is the supreme here, and has a right to arrange. So I arrange the best for the work, and no one has any right or claim or proprietorship for the work. Mother is all in all. So far this ashram premises is concerned, we are equal. See, I am not the guru, she is not disciple, we are equal. So ashram, the ashram is the mother's creation, mother's vision, mother's creation, and would have existed, but would not have existed because of her work. She has created, given to something is given to her, and can't be taken from her. That is what her creation, and she does it in her creation, and nothing can be deprived of her. Try to understand the elementary truth, and if you want to be here in right relation and attitude towards the mother. So Maya is all. That's what you have to take. You have to keep in your mind. Again, mother quotes: "Don't judge on appearances, and don't listen to what people say, because two things. You are judging or on listening what people say. These two are actually misleading things. There is in the ashram no exterior discipline and no visible test. That no external discipline. No, of course it is not imposed upon things somebody else. The inner taste is severe. That is what the the inner taste is severe and constant. One must be very sincere and in aspiration, sincere in aspiration to surmount all this egoism. And number one, you have to surmount your egoism. That's what the preparation is necessary, and conquer all the vanity. The vanity is there, egoism you must be conquered, and the vanity must be conquered. So for that you have to do a complete surrender, not outwardly, but is indispensable, and that must be done inwardly. So integral surrender is the with sincerity, that is the true essential need. So however, grace and help are always there. You can do of your own self, but that grace is there, always there, those who aspire for them. You have to aspire for this grace and presence, and power is limitless, and received, it has to be received with faith and confidence. Thanks.